Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Thursday, February 9th, 2017. And today in our Tech News Update, well, it seems that after a year of release of the Oculus Rift, Facebook is removing the Oculus Live demos from half, if not all, of the Best Buy stores in the United States. A Oculus Live demo is basically a place where there's a guy that is, really trained to help you in understanding and working with the VR headset. And basically, it seems that what they are noticing is that the demos or the live demos of the Oculus there are maybe not up to par to what it could be. And so they are actually removing more than 200 right now, but maybe the rest will be removed also in the US in the coming months. Windows 10 Cloud is making its way into, a lot of information. Windows 10 Cloud is that version of Windows that was released by a leak, but that Microsoft never did talk about. So it's something that was unannounced when it was leaked. And it's a special version of Windows 10 that is a little bit like the version of Chrome OS in Chromebooks. It wants to be a Chromebook competitor, but it has several flaws. It first of all runs yes on Intel because it runs on your PC, but the problem is it wants to run only Windows 10 Universal apps, not Win32 programs. So it's very limited, and we're not really sure what direction they want to give this. But what we've learned also now is that this, if you get Windows 10 Cloud, you can actually be upgraded to Windows 10 Pro if you want. So, as we get more news on this version, this leaked version, I tried to get my hands, by the way, on the leaked version, but was there a little too late. The links are gone. But if I do, I will, of course, try to show you a little demo of the Windows 10 Cloud version. Apple is hiring Amazon Fire TV executive to try to help its dying Apple TV. Yep, its Apple TV is in a crisis. It's declining sales, and it's not really catching on. The last Apple TV, that Apple TV 4 that has apps and everything in an app store, is not really taking off to like they would like, basically. So they are hiring Amazon Fire TV executive to try to find a way and see what's wrong with the Apple TV. Why do people not want to buy one? I stopped at the Apple TV 3 and I had no desire to get the Apple TV 4 basically. So it's going to be interesting to see what's next. There was an insider preview of Windows 10 yesterday. It's build 15031, available for fast ring. Of course, my reviews are online, but if you wish to move on to the latest version of the Creators Update, check it out. A lot of people are complaining that it's stuck. If you're one of those, be very patient. Donna Sarkar has issued a comment saying that a lot of people are saying, no, it can't update. Well, you got to wait, and I mean wait. Very, very long wait. Many, many hours. Just leave the computer doing what it's doing. Apparently, it eventually goes through. Kodi is coming. Well, Kodi, first of all, is a multimedia center for Windows and different devices also, not just Windows. Well, Kodi is coming to Windows 10 and Xbox as a universal Windows platform app. So that is in the works. They have announced it yesterday. No date yet as to when it's going to be released, but I think it's good news because Kodi is one of the great media centers out there. And it's nice to see that they are working on a universal Windows platform. The iPhone 8 rumors are going through, and one of them is kind of interesting. It states that the iPhone 8, which would be the 10th anniversary iPhone, would have technologies that would actually make it going past the $1,000 mark for a phone. Now, I don't know if these rumors are true, but that's kind of interesting. A phone that's $1,000 or more, that starts to get really expensive. So I think it really needs to be worth it because $1,000 phone is quite expensive. National security agency, the NSA, has finally, we were talking last year of, tools, hacking tools put online and all sorts of data put online. Well, now we know pretty much who did it, and it's the former NSA contractor Harold Martin, accused of stealing, and get this, 50 terabytes of classified data. This is the biggest theft of classified data of any U.S. agency. And it is pretty amazing that he really stole 50 terabytes of data. It's kind of interesting. I'm wondering here how these things are working. What's happening. You have a contractor that goes and does some work for you and steals all of that. I don't know. I've the impression that somebody somewhere is kind of careless and and not really checking what people are doing when they get into this agency. I would think the NSA has such a high standard of checking out everything that couldn't happen, but apparently it did, and of course now he's accused of this, so he'll probably do some jail time for that. Windows Vista, yes, that hated operating system is slowly coming to an end. Microsoft yesterday has issued a little warning saying, hey, you know that the end of Windows Vista is near. April 11th is the deadline. April 11th will be the last time that there's a cumulative update for security. And no more support, no more updates after April 11th. So if you're still on Windows Vista, be warned that the end is near. Well, there's something new on the Apple side on viruses, and it's a macro, a word macro that infects Mac PCs. On Windows, word macros are one of those little things that are dangerous for viruses and malware. And that wasn't something that did not affect Apple, in the past years. But it seems that the first one, it's not a well-written one. It's rather bad in the way that it does it. But apparently, it's now possible to do this. And some security companies are saying, you know what, that shows that the gap that for a long time was between Windows malware and Macs is slowly closing, and that more and more people are interested in actually infecting Mac computers. And finally, Twitter shares has dropped 10% today on weak revenue growth and weak outlook, and it also missed the investors' expectations. So Twitter is kind of in trouble here trying to find its way. And, it's still trying to sell itself and nobody wants it. So it's in that state where it really needs to do something to make things better because nobody will want it. And, Twitter's future is not that great right now. So we'll see what happens with that. This was a Tech News Update for Thursday, February the 9th, 2017. Remember, today is From the Couch. We will have episode 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2100 hours UTC. Hopefully you will enjoy our show with me and my co-host, Gabriel. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. Thank you for watching.